Hello, everyone. This is Miriam Haugen. I am part of the Creativity-Hive team. Today, we have a really wonderful guest, Roland Collenberg. We are going to be looking at a really wonderful and empowering way to help us produce high quality, 100% on brand content at speed and scale with automation options. And we all loved automation. At least we should love automation because that's what speeds things up and makes our life better. So Colin is going to be talking about how he uses Adobe video apps to develop adaptive and responsive motion graphic solutions. So a little bit about Roland before I bring him on the screen. He received his first After Effects expert certification in 2002. 2002. So he's been doing this for a long time. He's also a certified trainer with Boris FX Mocha. He has thousands of classroom hours at the universities and colleges and has done much training of fellow professionals. He is one of the original Creative Cow After Effects forum leaders, spent 14 years there, and has also been an Adobe community experts in their After Effects forum. So over 20 years of experience creating and developing motion graphics templates, and he develops intelligently functional mockers to help make the universe a better place. Love it. All right. And here is Roland. Hello, hello.
Hello. I'm not too sure what I'm seeing, but can you see the After Effects?
I have not brought the After Effects. I will bring the After Effects screen on so you can get right into it. I just want to say, though, I have Roland's website on there. It would be awesome if everybody checked that out. Okay.
All right, so we're looking at the screen right now. It says Motion Graphics Design System.
Yes.
All righty. Okay, how many minutes are we? We're 4 minutes in. How many people do we have on?
Well,
Is anyone there? Is anyone out there?
I see. Well, I see. Actually, here we go.
Hmm?
Thank you, guys. So we do have some people watching live because we really want to do this giveaway and we want to make sure we have plenty of people watching. Awesome.
Okay, should I start or shall we wait a couple of minutes for?
I don't know. Tell us. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your background. We could do that.
Oh gosh, I hate
wait
that.
for a couple of people to join us.
I thought you did a very good intro.
Yes, I hit the high points.
Yeah. So, anyways. All right. So today we're talking about adaptive and responsive motion graphics, and why they're useful to be used as part of a design system. Right. Up to today, a lot of times well, not a lot of times, almost 99.9% of the time when we hear about design systems, people are talking about web design or mobile app design, and very, very little about motion graphics being part of a design system. So today will be my little part to try and change that, and hopefully I can get more people on board.
Yeah, I am excited to hear this. And of course, yeah, we will have people watching this in the replay too.
Yeah. Sure. So I think I shall get going.
Yes.
All right. So over here, I've got my presentation slide, and we're talking about motion graphics design systems and motion for brand identity. So first bullet point, if it works. All right. Okay. So everyone at home, gotta be a little bit patient because there's a bit of lag with the StreamYard recording. So anyway, so first bullet point, what is responsive motion graphics? It's something new for some people. And what it is essentially how properties or elements respond to changes within a related property or element. It's also been called auto resizing or self resizing. So, a quick demo is if you look at this guy here, the highlight and the text change. As I bring this graphic away, it responds accordingly. And if I bring it close enough, its responsive features kick in and you get the highlight. And of course, these text and stuff like these, all these things appear. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay. So, and what's good about responsive motion graphics is that it's modular. As you see, if I drag this down, it applies to any other bullet points that I may have on screen, which I have done some coding in After Effects because to make something adaptive or responsive, you need to code in After Effects. Now, it's also consistent in terms of the results that it provides. It's repeatable, it's scalable. I can create more slides and have the same features built into it very easily. And I can also automate it if I wanted to by hooking up the text to a spreadsheet. So each time I want to create a new slide, instead of typing in each and every word here, I could do the typing in a spreadsheet on Google Sheets or Excel, bring that sheet in and all the bullet points here and also the details for each bullet point will be updated. I'm going to show you another example for responsive. So the slide title is up here. If I change the name, as you can see, the line changes in length and the text below also changes to adapt, or sorry, to respond to the change in the length of the text. Did you see that?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to stick it back in and it's going to invoke in its responsive nature and we get everything back together again. So it's responsive is beautiful because it's like a live link between the different elements. So that's pretty straightforward, I think. Next, we'll look at adaptive. This one's a bit newer in terms of how many people know about this or have seen it in action. And it's essentially the same. There's some responsiveness happening, but it is very specific to how properties elements respond and very specific to a change in the frame size. Okay, and it is not auto resizing, not self resizing as how we used to know it. Although there is a bit of auto resizing and self resizing happening, but it happens only because of a change in frame size. I'm going to switch screens now. Okay, can you see some Japanese text here, Miriam?
Let me see. Yes.
All right. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a little MOGRT. This is our essential graphics panel, which houses our MOGRT properties. And this is our composition in After Effects or our canvas. So what's happening here is we have an adaptive MOGRT. This MOGRT is also known as Momo MOGRT, or something I've called Mother MOGRT. Within the single MOGRT, it contains different other MOGRTs, all different sizes. You see that? So
Yeah.
each time I pick a different frame size, it's actually loading up a different MOGRT. I'm going to drag my timeline here so you can see what's happening. If you're familiar with After Effects, you will notice that these are nested compositions. All right, each nested composition pertains to a very specific frame size corresponding to the frame sizes specified here under the frame size drop menu. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So within this molded, I can pick and choose the resolution that I want. So in that sense, it's adaptive. It adapts the content, actually adapts to the frame size. And I'll show you. You'll be wondering, oh, not really, but hang on. Now I can also change languages. The way I set this up is actually reading contents from a spreadsheet. So I can, because these days lots of companies do business all over the world, so it's pretty useful, if not important, to communicate with them in their native languages. So using different frame sizes, different language from the drop-down menu, it's picking up different text from there, and of course displaying it.
Awesome.
Yep. Um, Let me switch to 4K. All right. Now, what's beautiful about this, what makes it adaptive is that everything here, all the different compositions, they're all actually getting information from one composition, and that's the HD 1080 composition, right? Now, if I come up here and, oh, Neil's not here.
Neil is going to be joining us, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to remove his name and look at that. You know what? I'm going to put my name because you look lonely. I'll join you for a short
Oh,
while.
thank you. I got company.
Yes. So it's adaptive, but it's also got some responsive features built in. And as you can see, I made the change here. And while I'm in 4K, correct?
Right.
I'm going to switch to HD 1080, and you'll see that the change also transported or translated itself there. But actually, the HD 1080 composition is feeding information from here and also from the HD 1080 composition. Make sense?
Right. Okay. I just wanted to point out Imran was asking about what a Mugat was, and
What?
so maybe we should make okay, Mogurt,
Mogurt. Mogurt.
Mogrt
All
is
right.
what we want to
All
make
right.
sure
Mogurt is
everybody
short
knows
for,
that's what we're talking about.
yeah. Mogurt is short for motion graphics template, and it's been with us. It's a proprietary Adobe file format. So it only works with Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere. It's been with us for about 7 years, I think. And you can create Mogurts within After Effects and even Premiere Pro, but within After Effects you get a lot of possibilities because you have access to the After Effects expressions language and also JavaScript. And you can hook up database files, Google Sheets, and things like that. So what you're looking at here is a Mogurt. All right. So the purpose of a Mogurt is to help us streamline and speed up workflow.
I just want to
With
say thank you, Kruthi, for helping us with with comments and answering questions there in the comments. That's
or
awesome.
someone's
When do we want to do some giveaways? By the way, I don't want to like interrupt you too much, but do you have a logical
Hmm.
break when we're going to do a giveaway, our first giveaway?
The one that saves the latest gets the prize. No, I'm kidding. Uh,
Okay. Okay. All right. You have to stay.
3 hours. No, I'm kidding. You
Right.
decide, but much later because I haven't gotten to the juicy parts yet.
Okay. Okay. Let's get to
I've
the
got lots
juicy parts.
of nice, interesting stuff. So what we've looked at so far is well, we've seen responsive and it's pretty easy. Adaptive, I want to make sure people really understand because adaptive is very, very, I've been doing it for about 3 years. I know a few other people who have done it. But I am quite certain for a lot of people who are watching this is the first time that they're seeing adaptive Mogurt or adaptive features or adaptive motion graphics in action. And the beauty of this is that you create it once, and you get to output it in different frame sizes. All right. Without
Right. You don't have
adaptive
to
features,
recreate it each time.
yeah. So let's say if you created an HD 1080 and then you wanted something in for Instagram and you wanted 5 by 4, which is 1350 by 1080, you have to go and recreate it on its own. The beauty with adaptive features is that you create it once, um, and it gets updated. So this is my timeline. This is the CSV. You don't need a CSV. CSV is a comma separated value file. It's a spreadsheet or data set file. So it's a file, spreadsheet file that contains data. Data could be text in our purpose, or the text is this guy here,
Okay.
right? And I've made the text in Google Sheet, and it's got auto translations and whatnot. And from there, I did some coding in After Effects to link the different languages to a drop down menu. So if I'm outputting to my friends or to my customers in Vietnam, there it goes. If I wanted 4K, I just switch to 4K resolution. Of course, I must be in my adaptive mode composition. And let's say for this specific ad or video, I want this text to be lower. Right now, maybe 700. Right now, if I switch to HD 1080, you will see that that's where it's at. It has also shifted. So although I made the change while I was in 4K, because everything's hooked up together like one happy family. Yeah, thanks to Mama
Yeah.
Mogat. Right. So everything worked happily. And you can also build intelligence and things like that into your mortgage. The reason why a lot of people, a lot of clients do not know about features such as this is they don't see enough of it, and also they figure, it's very basic, very simple features, but not really. As you can see here, with a single mortgage, we've got 6 output resolutions, and we could do a lot more for sure.
Okay. I'm going to interrupt you here because Imran has a question. I don't know if it's appropriate for you to answer it right now, but
Mm.
he wants to know where he can find motion graphic templates outside of After Effects to use in his projects.
Mm,
Does that make sense?
a little bit. I mean, different softwares will have different templates. Mortgages are proprietary again to Adobe,
Right.
so you would use After Effects and Premiere Pro.
Right. But he
If
can.
if he's using another software, then he would, like, if he's using DaVinci or Avid, then you would have to get it from those guys or those developers. Um, for After Effects, he has to go to Adobe Stock, and there's some other sites. And I've got my own little shop on Gumroad, where I sell and also give away mortgages. Right?
Yes.
Make sense?
Makes it, well, that's good enough for me.
All right.
So
So
yes, and if you want to know more about what about his products that he sells, gems.com.
yeah.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. Okay. So as I was saying, a lot of customers, clients, they don't know about all the fancy features you can build in, so that motion graphics can be part of a design system. And that's what I want to impress upon today. Because we're going to be able to create new jobs for After Effects artists, new job roles, and director of design will one day be for someone who uses After Effects. Right now, if you talk about director of design, whoever's in charge of a design system, they're not an After Effects user. There's some Photoshop guy, Illustrator guy, blah blah blah. But I think in terms of expertise, maybe even smarts, After Effects users are some of the brightest and most talented people out there. And I think we as After Effects users, we should help each other, open up job opportunities. And yeah, so being part of a design system will be something very nice for After Effects users. So anyway, so back to this, some intelligence. As you can see, this little text here, it's intelligent enough to resize, rescale, reposition, whatnot. And these are not static, yeah. So I didn't render. I'm just gonna scrap the timeline. So, oh, sorry, wrong timeline. This one, yeah. Okay, so it's animated, yeah. I'm just saving time from the preview renders and stuff like that. And even the stuff up here. So if you were a brand and you want some templates or to be part of a toolkit and then eventually part of a design system and you're afraid, oh shit, I need to send to the video editor, they're not designers. Well, leave it up to us, After Effects people. We'll work with your brand owners and your designers and we'll make sure everything works and looks beautiful. So in this case, the editor may not have or doesn't have to type anything, right? But the design will be consistent, and which is what brand owners want, and we're assuming they are happy with the animation also, right? So you can scale if you want, very easy, and it's intelligent enough. If it's in the bottom left quadrant, it will scale and leave the anchor here at the bottom left. If it was further up
We need to
here,
say hi to Neil though.
hello Neil.
Hello, finally got the tech operating here.
Good. Okay, I need to stick your name in. There you go. And if we were up here and we scale, the anchor will be at the top right here. So what I'm trying to show is that other than making it adaptive and with all its nice responsive features built in, you can build other nice intelligent features. I'm going to show you text highlights. You can type literal text, but of course this is in Vietnamese, so doesn't help. I cannot read. I don't read Vietnamese, so you can search or select based on character. And if I wanted the third to six characters to be highlighted, I just do that. And as you can see, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth characters are highlighted. There are no options for changing colors, font, and things like that, because this is an example of me developing something for a brand, and the brand does not want colors to change, brand colors to change. They do not want the font to change, and to a certain extent, sometimes also the size of the font or typeface. Yeah, and sometimes you
There,
can build in features to allow you to type in the text also.
there's a really great conversation going on in the comments on LinkedIn,
What's
talking
up,
about
man?
coding. Oh yeah, well I code my own templates, and I love Imran's comment here. What if someone's not good at coding? That's where,
Then you buy templates. You buy templates and you hire someone to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, or if you're using After Effects, you don't have to know coding, right? You just have to know how to use After Effects, right?
Yeah, but to develop adaptive, responsive features, coding will be quite necessary. I'll show you shortly the coding
Okay.
that's involved. So um, back here, what's happening? Oh, you can also type in your own text. Again, all these are features which you can build. You can build into the Mocha. It's all up to you. You decide with your client what kind of features you want. Right? Oops. It looks small because my screen size or my frame size is at 4K, right? But if I jump to my HD 1080 by 1080 composition, you can see it's been updated there also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys appreciate it. It's like plenty magic. Oh, After Effects is doing an autosave. Sorry, I should have disabled the autosave. Come on. It's a huge file. There you go. Alrighty. Okay. What else did I want to show here? Oh, so I don't want automated text. Sorry, this is now it's taking the text not from my spreadsheet because it's been disabled, it's been off. So it's taking the text directly from here. But I'm gonna enable the code to grab in the text from the spreadsheet, and it's grabbing the Vietnamese text now. And if you're wondering what the text says, it says today is a wonderful day for After Effects. Is it true? Now you can change spreadsheets also. So I've got this spreadsheet is on my timeline. I'm going to replace it with a spreadsheet here in my project panel. And Hourglass pops up. It's doing the exchange, updating. And there you go. So this is a new spreadsheet now. It's reading from a new spreadsheet. And as you can see, if you're concerned about branding, things looking consistent, there you go. All right.
Awesome.
So everything updates pretty quick. Korean, yeah. Is Mo with us yet? No? Okay. So Mo's out. I'm in.
Cool.
Do we have any questions?
Oh, I think I've been putting them in there. There's quite a bit, but okay, yeah, let's just ask. Any questions for Roland, guys? Type them in the comments. I'll see it. So we've had some conversations going on, particularly in the comments, and
Okay.
I asked I went ahead what if someone's not good at coding, and so anyway, there's some other. I use coding like loop out.
All right.
It says.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys what's happening with. Let's look at the typical.
So, if there are any questions for Roland,
Yeah. So okay, come let's continue because wow, we're almost half an hour in. So this is another adaptive and responsive MOGA.
Okay, so here's a question: any useful resources to learn coding in AE?
Oh, come learn from me.
Yeah. Is this a lead-in to check out your website?
Yeah, I'll be running a course on how to develop responsive and adaptive motion graphics, and of course, coding will be a huge part on it.
Yeah.
There are places to learn coding, but the way I code and stuff like that, it's very different. And if you look at the features in here, it's quite in depth, but I wouldn't say it's very difficult. If I can do it, I can certainly teach someone else to do it. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys the expressions or the codes that are required or used to develop something like this. Right? So we come up. I'm going to hit EE so we can look at the expressions. So we've got about 20 odd layers, and each of these items here, each of the text here that you see is a little line of code. Some are longer than others, some are shorter, of course. But as you can see, there are about 80 expressions required to develop an adaptive and responsive MOGAT like this. Now, the beauty of this is that it's just one MOGAT and it can do all these wonderful things. Yeah, across different frame sizes. Need to be here. So I'm going to switch to 4K. And this one has built-in auto positioning. This can be used as a lower third. You can go lower center. You can go lower right. And of course, if you update it, let's say you change the name up here. responsive nature kicks in, and everything updates and all across the different frame sizes. Now, I've seen some mogets from which are not adaptive and have zero responsive features from very, very big banks and global companies, and they're bloody horrid. Very, very poorly done. Okay design, but no responsive features, no adaptive features. So what you get is an After Effects project file with like 30, 40, maybe even 50 different compositions. And if you want one specific thing, you got to look for it. And then if you're going to output to 4K or for Instagram or something, you need to change everything, change the tags, adjust the sizes and things like that. And it's very, very cumbersome. And then you send it out to your editor. But with something like this, all you need to do, send this one Moget out to an editor. He or she doesn't need to know designing. And then the editor just picks which size they want. And let's say it's lower third. Let's go 4K. And let's say, Neil, I'm borrowing your name. Excuse me. As you can see, everything readjusts. And you're not an artificial. Neil's whoa. That's our colorist. And everything's ready to render. Alrighty? I'm just going to come back here, and some of the codes are pretty interesting. Some are pretty long. Yeah, some are pretty long. So to be able to code in something, to develop something like this, it's not for someone new. Ideally, you need to do or need to have some experience coding in After Effects. Not very high level, but if you join us, I'll take you to such an extent where you can develop this also. Oh, if you want to take a course or you want to inquire about the course, drop a message on LinkedIn on my page, and then we'll take it from there. It's 11:34. I've still got a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, but we should. But I'm wondering, are we going to wait? Are we going to wait till the end to do giveaways? Or are we going to do a giveaway in the middle?
I think the end. Just let me go a little bit more for this one.
You have to wait.
Yeah. Okay, so this Moget, as you can see, same design again for branding purposes. All brands, they want consistency, because consistency in design, consistency in how the brand looks, gives the customers a sense of trust. Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. How's the playback performance for this Mogert in Premiere?
Very good. Very good. I intend to jump to Premiere shortly after this. All right. So just bear with me. You know what? I should close some of these, yeah? Bring this here. So this is the same design, but this one's more for paragraph text, just in case part of the video they want to showcase something, or if it's an e-commerce video, or it's a video related to marketing, and they want to put some photographs, or they have more text. They have some photographs here. They've got some pricing information. Well, essentially, anytime they need more text on screen, then this would be the template that they would use. Okay. And if you look at this, it's got something called an often in copywriting speak. You've got either a letter, or in this case, it's a little full stop that's stuck out there. And what I'm trying to showcase is that we as developers here in After Effects trying to develop systems or trying to develop solutions which can be used within design systems. We need to build in a lot of nice features. In this case, I've got something In the real world, if there's an orphan, a lot of times the copywriter will tell the designer, hey, I need you to change the tracking such that you don't have a single word that's stuck at the bottom here. So just by adjusting or building in tracking features, the editor can now get rid of the orphan issue here. And if you wanted to add more design options for the editor, you can add in a font size thingy here. And while I'm changing this font size for the headline, this guy here is also keeping itself aligned to the shape of this headline. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can go center, right, just lower third right. And of course, change the text. Now all this can be done in Premiere, obviously. Okay, and then if I go to HD10, well, you've seen this already. All right, I change it in one, I go to another composition. I'm essentially looking at the HD 1080 composition now, right? I made the change while I was in 4K, but as soon as I jump here, you see it there. If I go to a different size one, same answer. If I go to a different position, now it's OTS is short for over the shoulder. So this over the shoulder left. So that's the outline for 1080 by 135. Oh, sorry, no, this one. And that's where it's sitting right now. Okay, so I'm going to jump to Premiere since we have a question, and then I'm going to end at Premiere. Someone asked about performance. Okay, this is me in Premiere. All right, this isn't hooked up to a spreadsheet. Sorry, Miriam, can you see that I'm in Premiere? Or Neil? Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, but I'm supposed to be in Premiere now. Are you seeing Premiere?
Is this Premiere, Neil? You are muted for some reason.
Yeah,
Neil.
it's Premiere.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Okay. So this is Morgan in Premiere, and I don't know if you noticed, I just changed the text. As you can see, the performance is spelling's not so great. Yeah, it's like almost like real time, correct? And also look at the text here. This resizing feature, it also works. Let's say up here, no more 50%. We want 80%. Why not, right? Because it's not our store. So, and that updated pretty quickly. And even these guys here, they're pretty okay. So when was the last time we had a client come in and change the dates and stuff like that? So you say, oh no, it's not 2023, 20, it's only for this year. So you say, okay, fine. Let's take out 2024, boom, it updates there. All right. And notice the line also resizes, it's responsive. And the client says, no, the 2023 has to be below. You see the lines and everything just changes automatically. This is quite beautiful. And again, the consistency, performance is great, as you can see. To play it back here, it's not going to be real time for sure. Alrighty. And again, this is adaptive, right? This is adaptive, and in this case I've left the spreadsheet here, and you can actually make changes here. So as part of development, when you're still developing the different templates that will form the toolkit that's going to be under the brand system or design system umbrella, you can add your spreadsheet, which was used to drive all the different spacing, padding, font size, and things like that. You can still make adjustments here. So now it's going to come down. I can also change. Let's say I want this to be a lower third, and don't know if this is a good idea. Unfortunately, in Premiere Pro, you can't read the text, you can't resize the column headers. So that's a bit of a downer because I don't know what it just. In After Effects, you can obviously.
Okay, so speaking about After Effects, Imran had this question about how to create HUD animation in AE. Is that something you want to address right now, or?
Not really. It's way beyond
Okay.
our scope. But
Okay.
yeah, HUDs are easy. Just Google HUD, all caps, and then After Effects, tutorials, templates, and you'll get more than enough links there. So I've also done tables and things like that. So you can do responsive and adaptive sports tables, infographics, charts, um, very highly personalized, individualized videos where the text, the name, um, changes dynamically based on the information that being fed from a spreadsheet. So yeah, so we don't have time to look at this, but this was actually quite fun and challenging to do. Last thing before I knock off, I've got a new text tool coming up, and it's an, as you guessed it, it's an adaptive text animation tool, and it works with Premiere's auto reframe, which is pretty cool. So right now I'm in a composition which is 4K. And let's say I'm done editing. Client wants to output to IG or Instagram. I say okay. Edit's done. I need to change. I need to use Premiere Pro's auto reframe feature. Right? Auto reframe. Set it to 5:4. But you gotta be careful because this is the already created. It's just automatically. Well, not automatically. It takes a few seconds, depending on the duration of your timeline. You've got to ensure that the frame size is 1350 by 1080. Okay, come here, go to your essential graphics panel and pick the correct frame size. In this case, 1350 by 1080. Play it back, and there's your animation. So you did your editing in 4K, did your text animations in 4K, and then you come down. There's a little issue here with the the borders, but everything looks as you would expect in 4K and now in 5 by 4 or 1250 by 1080. Okay, I think it's 11:45. We were scheduling 45 minutes. I did tell you an hour, right?
As long as we're under an hour, I will be happy. So
Um,
Mo and I at times can get going with questions with people, and it can run a little longer than that. And Miriam gets a little frosty. I don't understand.
yeah. Okay, maybe we can do the giveaway now, Miriam.
oh yay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to, we have actually multiple giveaways. Do you want to tell us about what it is that you're giving away though?
Oh, it's essential mortgage pack. So it's got a text animation tool. Um, good for you, used in Premiere Pro. It's got a couple of shape tools, and it's pretty cool. It's got speed. You can adjust speed. You can adjust transition out when it transitions out. How fast it transitions in, when it transitions out, and how fast it transitions out. and plus a lot of features like text highlighting, and the shake tools and stuff like that. I use it a lot. If you do a lot of editing for Google or corporate stuff, you love it because corporates love this kind of text animation tools. It does the job
Okay.
beautifully and very quickly, and it's almost it plays back in real time. Yeah, on a sufficiently performant system
Very
in Premiere
cool.
Pro. Drop the
So,
nugget, type your text, play, and boom, we'll start playing.
all right. So I want everyone that is watching right now to type hashtag GEMS. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen because that is how we are going to do. I want to practice using this giveaway tool, but you have to type that into the chat. So let's see if people will do that. Please type hashtag GEMS into the chat. Oh, yay. Thank you, Yarla. Thank you. Let's see. Anybody else?
Well, y'all is here, right?
Oh, here we go, Mohammed. Thank you. Okay.
I think Mo's at home trying to be.
Good. Earl just okay. Some people have typed in. Okay.
Miriam,
Yes.
I think Mo's at home because he wants to participate in the giveaway.
Uh-huh. Right. He didn't want to come on live. He wanted to do. Okay, good. We've got some people that have signed up. So let's see if I can make this work. Yeah, there's some entries. Let's just okay, I've got to do this screen share though. Just a sec. So I'm going to remove this. I needed to practice this. I couldn't figure out how to practice this until just now. So we're going to try it. Yay. Share. Who is the winner? Who's the winner? Kruthi is the winner. Yay! Did you see that?
Huh? I can't see anything.
Yay! It worked. Yay! Okay, so I will reach out to you on probably on LinkedIn so we can make sure you get the link to do that. Writing that down. Okay, so that worked. Yay! Now, how do you want to do okay, do you have any other special ways that you want to do the other giveaways? Or should we just say that we will randomly, everyone who has posted a comment will get entered into the drawing, and we'll just let them know afterwards?
Yes, Imran needs a giveaway for sure.
Okay, cool. All right.
He needs some more goods.
And we have some woohoo.
Lots more free ones on Adobe Stock too. Yeah.
What was that?
There are lots more free mogets on Adobe Stock, but they're pretty basic. Some good ones, some basic. I want people to start thinking about adaptive and responsive mogets when they think about mogets, not just those simple basic mogets, which are very good also, obviously. But I would like us to also think about, wow, mogets can do all these things, one moget can do the job of 10, 15 non-responsive or non-adaptive mogets. I want people to start thinking about building intelligent mogets to solve real problems, not just one moget to type in one name and that's it.
Awesome. That is very cool. So I think
that was quick.
that does it for today. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah.
Be
Thanks,
sure and
Jimmy.
ask questions. I can pass them if you have a question that comes up in your mind and you want to ask Roland. I can pass it on to Roland, so you can just even comment those people that are watching the replay. And other than that, we are going to call it a day. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Take care, guys. Cheers.
All right.